What's up? What's up? What's up, box heads? Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, give me a thumbs up. What's up, Ketchu? 504. What's up? How you doing? Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. What up? How you doing, Cook Time? Push off a yes? Okay, that's what's up. Just gonna wait a couple more seconds to see a couple people more join. How y'all doing out there? I know y'all getting ready for Prime Day, peak season that's coming up. So y'all know how I do my lives. I don't have a script or anything like that, but I just get on live to answer questions. So, you know, fire off questions. I said, what's up, Big Unc? How you doing? Good evening, Transport. What's up? How you doing? I do have a topic that I do want to talk about tonight, though. Is a topic that I get a lot of DMs, a lot of comments, just the same question. I guess I can say over and over, because if you're new to logistics, it wouldn't be the same, you know what I'm saying, question. But the question that I do want to talk about tonight, I guess I'll wait a little while to get a couple more people in and answer a couple questions to see who's really, you know, because I just logged on. Motivation, that's what's up. Motivation, that's what's up. But for you guys that's waiting, I know y'all know October is when the next Prime Day. So basically what we at August, what's the day? August 21st. So if you start your company now, let's say you completely brand new to logistics, you don't have nothing started, you don't even have an LLC started. If you start now, you literally could be up and running by the next Prime Day, which is in October. The next Prime Day, if you don't know what Prime Day is when Amazon have rates that's just like peak season. So the rates are usually paying more. Let's say a normal low is paying $500-$600. During Prime Week is paying $700, $800, $900, even $1,000. And we get good rates for like 2 to 3 weeks. Then after that, it'll calm back down like the first week in November. And then it'll calm down until peak season start, which is like usually like the middle third week of November. And then the rates go crazy again. So if you're completely new and you haven't started and you want to get up and running in logistics, this is the perfect time to get up and running. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see what we got. Some of your earliest challenge starting the business. Good question, Cook Time. Some of my earliest challenges is when I came into the game in January of 2021. For you guys that don't know, I still was working my 9 to 5. I did have a mentor, but my mentor had just started in November. So I would say the biggest challenges I heard is actually learning from my mentor and learning with my mentor. Because being that he was into the game, you know, just a couple months prior to me starting, he didn't really know a lot about Amazon. He just know how to book loads, how to keep the truck running, how to get the discounted rates, like everything he taught me, but he didn't know how to use post to truck. Like he didn't know all the tricks in the trade, how to not be late, how to, you know what I'm saying, finesse Amazon system. So I would say that learning curve, and learning how to get that truck running 7 days a week. Find a reliable driver, because you got to remember, when I started my business in January 2021, I was not driving the vehicle. I literally start off with a driver. So finding a good driver, I would say, is one of the biggest challenges you have. Because, you know, especially when you're starting a business, you want to hook your homeboy up or your brother or your uncle that can't keep a job. But this business right here is not that business to put uncle or homeboys or cousins into the game if they don't have good work discipline. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, so I guess weeding that out as well. But I would say that's my hardest challenge, keeping my truck running 7 days a week. Because when you're doing a rental, the rental's a little bit more expensive. So because it's a little bit more expensive, you need to have that truck running 7 days. Because you got to think about this. When you rent a truck and you're paying for the week, if you move the truck 1 day or if you move it 7 days, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. So I hope that answered your question, bro. But that was a good question. Someone said, I did you 3-day training. What's next step should I take now? I did your 3-day. If you talking about, if you did the masterclass, you get leased on, then the next step would be actually talking to Rhonda. and making sure all your paperwork is ready to lease on if you took the Masterclass, if that's your question. Someone said, I have time to get my business up and running by Prime Day. Good question. I just answered that, Latrice. Yes. So right now, let's just say you completely brand new. I know I just answered, but I want to answer it again because I get this question a lot. Say you completely brand up. It's August 21. For you guys that don't know, you need an LLC. That takes however many days, in your state. In Georgia, you could do a rush and get it back like in 2 days. That's what I did when I got mine. So whatever the LLC takes in your state. Then the next step after that is, getting your authority. Once you get your authority, it takes 21 business days for you to get your authority. I don't care if you do it, you go through my third party, however you get it done, it takes 21 business days. So if you think 21 business days is really 30 days. So let's just say today is the 21st, right? Let me see what Monday looks like. Monday is the 26th. So let's just say you started, you paid everything on Monday. By the end of September, around September 26th, your authority should be active. Your next step is actually getting insurance on that authority. You can have an LLC and the MC and the DOT number all day long, but if you don't add insurance, it won't make your authority go active. So once your authority goes active, that counts your first day. So basically, in a nutshell, you can catch peak season, Prime Day and peak season, because Prime Day usually is around October 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there in the teens. And then also you'll be able to catch peak season. So this is the perfect time to start your business. When you don't know, last year, go look at my up my reels. I literally from October, November, and I grossed $413,000 with my trucks. Not just, my connection went out. Yeah, so like I said, from October, November, December, I grossed $413,000 doing Amazon Relay solely. I didn't have one truck. I didn't have 5 trucks. So basically what I do is during the peak season time or when Prime Days start coming up, instead of me having 5 trucks year round, that's when I start scaling up. So I start getting 6 trucks, 7 trucks, 8 trucks, 9 trucks. So then when I get my trucks during Prime Day, what I do is I keep them trucks. I don't send them trucks back for the 2 or 3 weeks when the loads go back down. I just keep them. And I think last year I may have like 12 trucks running at the same time. So you can make a lot of money during peak season, a ton of money. Someone said, with the waiting period of 6 months, would that be better to run under someone in your area? Yes, I guess you could do that. So that's the question that I wanted to, the topic that I wanted to talk to tonight. I'm going to get back to you questions in a minute. What's up, Big Honcho? That's one of my day ones. I'm going to get back to you guys' question, but I do want to answer this question, not answer this question, but bring up this topic because I get this question a lot, a whole lot. I get a ton of DMs. Man, I got my DOT, my MC number. What's next? I got my DOT, MC number. I got a truck. What's next? This is the reality of it. If you're starting a logistics business, you got a MC, you got your DOT, you got your authority, you got your truck, right? Say you got all that. You went to YouTube University. You didn't pay me. You ain't pay nobody. You got up and running. You got your business up and running. The sad reality of it is this. When you get a brand new authority, it is super hard to get loads for a new authority if your authority is not 90 days, which means if you haven't had insurance on your authority for 90 days from the time your authority goes active, which means you have to pay for insurance 3 months. If you don't have 90 days under your belt, it's kind of hard to get loads for a new, authority. Now, I'm not saying you can't get a dispatcher. There's a couple people that will give you work. However, it is hard for you to have consistent work for that first 90 days, starting up, doing OTR work, going over the road. So I always ask people, what's your plans? You want to start authority, you want to start a trucking company, but what's your plans to survive that first 90 days? And then even after that 90 days, you can start getting loads. Brokers will start working with you. But do you want to chase money? Do you want to get an $800 load today going 400 or 500 miles, sit in a day or two? You don't know when your next load is going to come. You might have to sit 2 days, then you get another load. And then you just all crisscrossing over the whole United States, sleeping in your truck, not being able to wash off every day, not being able to see your family, your kids, your significant other. Do you want to live like that? So that's the reality of a lot of people that don't tell you about OTR work. Go get you a truck or, go buy a truck and, hit the ground running and, you can get loads. It's not that simple. You will not have consistent work under 90 days. And even after 90 days, you will still never have more consistent work with me. So The name of the game is, like I always tell people, I've been saying this back in the day, I don't chase home runs. I need base hits. I don't want an $800 load today and then no loads for the next 2 days. I don't want a $1,000 load today and no loads for the next 2 or 3 days. I want consistent work every single night. Consistency. That's the name of the game. That's how you make a lot of money. Amazon is super consistent. There's only 2 days that Amazon don't run. So your question is, hey, what's up, Jabbar? What do you do in that first 90 days when you start in your company? Guess what? Join my masterclass. If you don't want to join my masterclass, find you somebody that you can lease on to for the first 90 days while your authority age. Otherwise, most people go out of business by trying to survive on the DAT load board for the first 90 days, especially if you bought a truck. That's a whole nother topic. Like a lot of people ask me, hey, I'm into the game. Should I buy a truck or should I rent a truck? I know y'all had this debate. There's a lot of people saying, hey, go buy a truck. Go buy a truck. You can't make no money with a rental. Guess what? You can't make no money with if you own a truck, too, if you don't know how to get consistent loads. So at the end of the day, you can buy a truck all day. If you don't have consistent loads, you'll be out of business. The first maintenance, if you don't have $10,000 to $15,000 down, you will be out of business. So at the end of the day, you got to think about it. Do you want to be chasing dollars, chasing loads here and there where you don't have no consistent work for the first 90 days? Because I guarantee you, I speak to people every day of the week. Man, I was doing OTR, man. I should have listened to you. I wish I would have found you earlier. Well, guess what? Don't listen to the other people that's telling you OTR is better than Amazon Relay. That's BS. Now, I'm not going to tell you that it's not 1 or 2 people that is eating with OTR, but guess what? Their authority is over 90 days. Their authority is over 6 months. So, but you have to think about you. What are you going to do for the first 6 months? You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, Amazon is super consistent. That's why I do offer. That's how I started offering the Amazon Masterclass. I offer a Masterclass that allows you to lease on for the first 180 days where you can bypass that. So guess what? Jabbar, I don't have the money. I can't join your Masterclass. Find you somebody that you can lease onto and start doing Amazon. Amazon will change your life if you learn how it works. Super easy. No dispatcher. You don't have to pay a dispatcher 10%. You don't have to pay a factoring company. There's no paperwork to provide. There's no, I got to send this to the broker. I'm sitting in my truck waiting. I got to go scan this, scan that, send this back and forth. There's no paperwork. You can actually hit the ground. You home every single day. I've been doing this for 3.5 years, and I've never had a driver that spent the night outside of his house. So I've never had to spend for lodging, hotels. They're home. My drivers are happy. So you might find, what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get the infatuation with sleeping in a truck. You got to remember, these box trucks are not semi trucks. They don't have like a bunk bed in the back. You got the microwave like you live in. That's completely different from a box truck. A box truck, you're not even supposed to sleep in a box truck, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, do you want to live like a savage, or do you want to make money passively? Do you want to make money comfortably? Do you want to make money consistently is the name of the game. So that's what I really wanted to, discuss and talk to you guys about tonight. So what are you going to do after that, for your first 90 days? And I know a lot of you probably had questions. Let me see. Let me go back to my questions. Someone said, what do you think about working with temp services to hire drivers? You don't even have to do that with Amazon Relay because it's a box truck, man. To be honest with you, if you don't know how to find drivers, I got an ultimate bundle pack guide that's $199. If you just want to test the waters, I got a job description in there. You literally can copy, paste it, put your email, and I guarantee you post it online, you'll have 30 or 40 applicants in literally a day or two. So you don't have to go through no temp service or none of that to find drivers. It's super easy to find a box truck driver. It's not like a semi where you have to have a CDL, special license. Anybody that possesses a regular driver's license can operate a box truck. Someone said, have you ever locked down a contract for your box truck? Do you have any good or bad advice for a logistic contract? No, I never did a contract, but I do know, like, for example, I have a dispatcher that I work with. She was able to get a guy. I don't know, he might be on there or not because he follows me and I'm the one that referred him to him. But he was able to get a dedicated contract from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday delivering freight. I think he goes to Alabama. I think he makes $700 a day. He do have a new authority, but the remainder of the days he got to find work. So I don't know if he's on there. If he's on there, what's up? But yeah, I never got into the contract work. Because, and let me tell you the reason why. And I never got into the contract work because I feel like Amazon is so easy. Like, it's just like, it's easy. It's the simplicity of Amazon, where you can run Amazon, especially if you're not driving the truck. You can run Amazon from your cell phone. You can work a 9 to 5. It don't get no easier than that. Like I told you, I was working my 9 to 5. I literally ran my whole company from my cell phone. I don't have to print nothing out. I don't have to talk to no brokers. I don't got to email nobody. It's just super simple. Yep, someone said the hardest thing is managing drivers. Right. So if you get with if you're not planning to drive the truck, and this is what I always tell people too, like if I go over this kind of like in my masterclass, you know, you got two mindsets. You got a self-employed person, right? Let's just say self-employed, like you have a 9 to 5 and you do side work. You're a photographer. You might shoot sets on the weekend and you make a couple dollars. That's, you know, self-employed. Then you have people that have the mindset of working in your business. Working in your business is you quit your 9 to 5. You don't really have a boss. So you work for yourself, but you working in your business. And there's nothing wrong with starting off working in your business, because that's how most businesses start. You got to quit. You got to start working in it. But a lot of people they stop right there at that aspect of business, of working in the business and not working on your business. When you're working in your business, when you stop working, you're not getting paid. If anything happens, you're not getting paid. Your truck go down, if you have one, you're not getting paid. So you're working in your business. So like I said, no shade to people that's working in your business. I have plenty of businesses that I worked inside of. A t-shirt shop, flipping houses, I worked in my business. However, you want to graduate to a point where you could be working on your business and not working in your business. Working on your business, because I'm going to be honest, when I had my t-shirt at Little 5 Points, I was making t-shirts, I was working my 9 to 5. A light bulb went off in my head. I was like, you know what? This remind me like of a barber or a hairstylist, because I don't care how good of a barber you are. There's only so many heads you can cut a day. If you're a stylist, it's so many heads. So I don't care how much you're charging. There's a cap, there's a ceiling, there's a roof. Same thing with t-shirts. There was only so many t-shirts I could produce in a day. So I said, you know what? I'm tired of this. I don't want to start another business while I'm working in my business and it's going to require me to work there. And yeah, I tried to train people how to do the t-shirts, but nobody did it like me. So with that being said, my next business, I said I want to work on my business, which means when I started, I never had a desire to drive the trucks. I wanted to keep my 9 to 5. I kept it for a year, and I stacked up money. I hired drivers. I started a business where I was working on. Does not require me to physically do any work to make no money. And it took off. So I started off with one truck, one driver. 3 weeks later, I got me a second truck. I was like, man, this is not bad. Passive money. This is my first time in my life making money passively. Got a third truck, got a fourth truck, scaled up to 8 trucks like literally in my first year. And I documented my process on Instagram. I went, posted my first week. Think I'm BSing? Go back and look. My first week, first truck, I posted every single week. Motivational, inspiration, what I used to call it, every Friday. When Amazon gave my money, hey, look, 10,000, 14,000. Kept doing that all the way up to $1 million. And then I did it after $1 million, like every couple weeks or whatever. But I documented my process. So when I started making money passively, that changed my life, because now it allowed me to quit my 9 to 5. And I don't tell people to quit their 9 to 5 until you are making enough money to survive and you have a nest egg, either 6 months of your money saved up, then you can roll out. I had a year saved up. So I quit my 9 to 5, and here it is, Box Truck Shorty. So with that being said, making money passively, working on your business and not working in your business. Because every class or everything, and I'm not showing shade to nobody, but you have somebody like, man, I've been driving trucks for 20 years. And I'd be like, dang, man, you could have started your own. Do you know what you could have been doing if you started logistics company 20 years ago? So with that being said, don't get comfortable working in your business versus working on your business. And like I said, there's no, like say you say, you know what, set a goal. I'm going to do this for 6 months to a year, and then I'm going to get out of this truck. But you got to have an exit strategy. Someone said, tapping with me, OP, you can't do all the hard work finding drivers. Okay, that's two people talking to themselves. I mean, talking to each other. All right, let's see. Salute. What's up? What's up, Dizagio? Someone said, when is your next masterclass that will be online? Great question. My next masterclass that I'm having is going to be September 7th. September 7th. I have 8 slots left. For you guys that don't know what my masterclass is, my masterclass is a 7 to 8 hour group masterclass. It's long. I come on, I speak about how to set your company up. So let's just say we have people that's already doing Amazon, people that's doing OTR, people that have no clue, they just want to get into logistics, right? So we have all different levels of expertise or experience that join the masterclass. So let's say you have completely nothing. We walk you how to set up your LLC the correct way. We show you how to, form the business, how to not structure it with, specific names in it. We cover the EIN. We cover how to find drivers. We cover how to read the load board. We actually pull up the physical load board and go over the load board and show you how to book loads that's profitable. We show you how to scale. Pretty much everything you need to know at Amazon. We pull up Poster Truck and, show you how to, use Poster Truck in your area. We cover the metrics of Amazon, the 4 metrics that you use, because Amazon is a performance-based metric system. We cover that. We cover everything Amazon. When you leave out of the class, you're going to know everything you need to know about Amazon Relay. Then after that, my business partner comes on, and then she covers the different part of it, of that load board. So you can find you a load back and forth where you might got a girl, boyfriend, husband, and you want to dispatch yourself that you can. She shows you how to actually use the DAT load board, how to dispatch. So some people might want to dispatch. We cover that aspect of it. Then my compliance officer comes on. She talks about compliance, the do's, don'ts, because a lot of people don't know that compliance will get you put out of the game. If you think you're going to get in this industry and not follow compliance, you're going to be out of business real soon. And then after that, I have a tax account, and all of us have logistics business. And a tax account, she also has a logistics company, and she teaches you how to structure your company, set up the right accounts, how to pay yourself, all of that good stuff. So it's a real knowledgeable, valuable class. I don't think nobody's offering what I'm offering for the price point is $9.99. You can pay $4.99, then the remainder $4.99 per class. Like I said, it's a long class, but we do take breaks. You get the network. I mean, it's a great class. Go read my reviews. I think this is my 14th or 15th masterclass, so I've been doing it over a year. And what it does, it comes with my Ultimate Bundle Pack Guide, which is my ebook. It automatically comes with that. If you already bought my ebook, then we let you in the masterclass for $750. You just text me an email or a DM to info@boxtruckshorty.com. Say, hey, purchased your ebook under this name, and we'll send you an invoice. We can split that invoice up into 2 for $375 and $375, or you want to pay the $750, that's fine. And the masterclass comes with leasing on options. So the question is, what are you going to do in the first 60 days? The first 90 days? Guess what? We will allow you to lease on to one of our business partners where you can run under their authority while your authority is aging in the background, and you're able to do Amazon Relay. So you will be able to catch peak season. You will be able to catch Prime Day, and you rock out. So when your 180 days is up, you just apply to Amazon Relay. And voila, you got your own Amazon account, and you can do what you want to do after that. Like I said, we done helped hundreds of people that came through the masterclass, got some of the best reviews about it. But if you can't make that September 7th masterclass, we do have a VIP one-on-one masterclass. That class is $11.50. That class is from 12 to 3, is a lot shorter because you don't have so many people that's in the group masterclass. That class, like I said, that's $11.50. You get to pick and choose whatever day that you want. I think if you're trying to do it, I think we have 1 or 2 more days next week available. And then after that, we kind of cut it off the week of the masterclass because we want everybody now. You might also just join the group masterclass if that makes sense. So I hope that answered your question. But yeah, the masterclass is fire, man. I always have people in my masterclass that's even on this live. I'm pretty sure somebody on my live that took my masterclass, they could tell you if they liked it, they enjoyed it, what did they get, the information they received out of it. When we give the driver a day off, if we got to keep the truck running 7 days. Oh yeah, so good question. When you have so you're gonna have a part-time driver cook up time. So you, of course, they can't drive it for 7 days straight because that's against DOT regulation. Box Truck Shorty next virtual masterclass is Saturday, September 7th. It's at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And you can reserve that slot by clicking the link in my bio or going to boxtruckshorty.com. Group Masterclass $99 or $750 if you have already purchased the bundle e-pack. That's right. Official TT. That's somebody that took my masterclass. Tell them how my masterclass was, Official TT. I remember her. That's one of my day ones. Someone said, what if you're leased on and you're under their authority? I don't understand that question, Anthony. All right. Let's see. Box Truck Shorty, the truth. Box Truck Shorty, the truth. Salute, big bro. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Yeah, like I try to get on here, man, and I try to give you guys information. I still have my own masterclass, and also I do consultation. So if you need consultation, let's say you took the masterclass and you wasn't up and ready to run. Let's say you previously took the masterclass, right? And you're just trying to get back up and running. Because finances happen, things happen. We also let people retake the masterclass who previously took the masterclass for $250. So shoot me an email, info@BoxTruckShorty, or a DM, and we can get you back in the masterclass if a lot of time passes. You're like, you know what? I need a refresher class. So what's your advice for brand new authority if you're renting a truck? I kind of explained that a second ago. So if you are brand new to trucking and you have a brand new authority, you're renting a truck, your best bet is to find you somebody to lease onto, or I offer a masterclass. Jump in my masterclass. Ask the people that join my masterclass. You will love it. You'll like it. And it's straightforward, because a lot of people, we skip the information part. If you think, even if you lease on to somebody else, guess what? You better make sure they teaching you how to book loads, how to be profitable, how to read the load board, because too many people get into Amazon, and like I stated like 2 lives ago, they look at the load board and say, oh man, ain't no loads on the load board. Well, there ain't no loads on the load board because everybody's using poster truck. I already hit on this 100 times. So you have to have somebody that's knowledgeable, that teaching you how to do it. Like I always say, the most important aspect of business is learning the business. The money gonna come. Amazon ain't going nowhere. Amazon literally is the largest final mile in the United States. They're not going nowhere. They're building more facilities here and there, everywhere. Amazon is taking over. I shop at Amazon so much it don't make no sense. So before I go buy anything, I check Amazon to see what the price is. Someone said, with your masterclass, does the Amazon training come with it? No. So the Amazon, the 2 or 3 day training actually does not come with the masterclass. That's something that you have to do outside of it. Someone said, I want to book the training with my driver. Can we go together? If so, do we book and go together? Yes. So you can do the training with your driver. So basically, if you're trying to do my 2 or 3 day driver training, so let me explain to you, for you who don't know, I have a 2 day and a 3 day driver training. The 2 day is $350. You do everything at the Amazon facility. You just, when the trainer leave, you will actually go back to your hotel or wherever you want to go. But we show you everything to do at the facility. If you want to learn outside of the facility, what you do at the post office, then you do the 3 day. The 3 day is $400. You go along with my driver. You get to pick his brain. He shows you how to set up, because some post office got lockboxes, some post office, they want you to leave it a certain kind of way. So you get to just ride along with my trainer that's been doing it for a while, and he can teach you a lot of tips and tricks if you go read those reviews. It's very crucial to get properly trained. So if you want to pick it, you just pick a day. We do training on Sundays. So if you do Sunday, 3 days, it'll be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. If you did Wednesday, it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You and your driver, your trainer, whoever you want to go with, 2 people can fit on the truck. So you book the 9 or 10 o'clock slot. And then even though that slot is just for booking, if you book that slot, then both of y'all still will go to training at the same time and ride in the same truck. I hope that answers your question. All right. Yep, All's National took the masterclass. How was the masterclass? Tell them, did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Do you book all your driver's loads every day? Yes, I book all my driver's loads every single day. And literally it takes me less than 30 minutes to book all my trucks. And I have 5 trucks running right now. And it takes less than 30 minutes to book my driver. So I don't have a dispatcher. You don't need a dispatcher for Amazon Relay. It's super simple. So when you book a load with Amazon Relay, you hit the book button. It's literally yours. All you got to do is assign it to your driver, or assign it to yourself, or whoever's driving the thing. What's up, Trucking Beauty? How you doing? How you doing? It's one of my trucking sisters. What's up, Matthew? That's one of my day ones. He took the master class. He can tell you, how was the master class? Someone said, need this uploaded on YouTube because I missed most of it. Oh, I am. I'm going to put it up on YouTube, Nance. I always put all my lives up on YouTube. I actually need to go live on YouTube, man. I never did a live on YouTube because a lot of my clients come from YouTube, but I never actually ever did, you know what I'm saying, a live on YouTube. Someone said, fire your mustache barber. I don't have a mustache. I have a goatee. Someone said he's saying all the same shit. You ain't missed nothing. Oh, yeah. He's saying the same thing. Someone said, what city is the masterclass in? The masterclass is not in a city. The masterclass is a virtual class. Is online. It's 12 p.m. Eastern time. It's online. So it's not actually a physical location that you go to. Someone said the masterclass is the best information you're going to get all at once. Thank you, Big Unc. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So all the master classes are held over the Zoom link. Yes, so all the master classes held over the Zoom link. Someone said, my authority is 6 months and a day old. Just registered for Amazon. Waiting on approval. I'm excited. That's what's up, Matthew. See, he's somebody that took the masterclass that came through. So look, his authority is 6 months old in 1 day. Well, you only got about a 3 or 4 day waiting period, bro. So just make sure your phone number that you have on your authority is actually the phone number that you have listed, because I know a lot of people, what they do is they put that other phone number because they don't want, all the robocalls and all the solicitation. But make sure your phone number match. Because if it doesn't and they keep calling that number, they might email you, they might not email you. But if they can't reach you, then they will deny your application, even though you have everything right. And then they'll tell you that you can't apply again. So and make sure you turn off your spam phone number too. Like if you got spam block on your phone, turn that off, because sometimes it'll go directly to spam if they don't recognize the phone number with your carrier. So just be careful of that. I've seen people get rejected behind that. But congratulations, bro. Congratulations. I know you can't wait. Someone said, do you get the full benefits of the group masterclass if purchased a one-on-one? Yes, you do. Yes, ma'am. It's just a lot shorter. And, some people, VIP, they, they don't want to be in a group. They feel like they can learn better on a one-on-one set, and that's why I have it. So you can do one-on-one live with me and my business partner, but you get the same exact information. It's just that the group masterclass is a lot longer. So I missed the price for the masterclass refresher. Oh, the masterclass refresher is $250 if you already took the masterclass. We let you in the class for $250 because, like I said, some people might have took it like back in March, April, lost their job, just couldn't get started, and I don't want them to have to go and pay for a whole nother masterclass. So I let you back in it for $250 if you need a refresher. So what's the least percentage? It's 10%. So my business partners, they charge 10% to run under their authority. So I believe someone said $250. Just send us an email to info@boxtruckshorty for your invoice. That's right. Thanks. Someone said, I bought all my equipment, but do you have a consent form and stuff in case a pallet jack, for example, goes missing or is broken or something? Yes. We have a contract that we have with our drivers that if the truck is damaged, they lock the keys out. You got to have all of that with your drivers, and a performance-based contract as well. So, clarifying that they're not supposed to be late, they're not supposed to miss loads, all of that stuff. Yeah. Let me see. Someone said Masterclass is a game changer. I highly recommend it. Thank you, bro. Matt, you got to hit me up too, man. When you get accepted, man, I definitely want to chat with you. I want to see how you doing, how you going. I'm real proud of you, bro. That's dope. Someone said, what if we got a load book and something where the driver comes up and can't drive? Then you're gonna have to have a backup driver. That's why I always tell people to have a part-time driver. You know what I'm saying? Because in situations like that, and I had to have it in a situation like that because I was working my 9 to 5. Some people, when their driver don't show up, like I know somebody in Atlanta, he came through my masterclass. When his driver have any issues, he just go jump in the truck and do a run that night. I couldn't jump in the truck and do the run. I can't drive a box truck. You know what I'm saying? So I never drove the box truck. So it was just too much for me. And I had to work the next day. So, yes, I'm definitely watching that phone. I know you are, bro. I know you are. Congratulations. Y'all see, look, somebody went through the masterclass. They about to get they up and running, get their own Amazon account, and he about to be right in time for Prime Day and peak season. Someone said, do I need the masterclass to lease onto someone else's authority for the Amazon relay runs? If you're trying to join mine, yes. But if you got somebody else that you already know, then no, you don't. Someone said, can you use a U-Haul for Amazon? Good question. No, you cannot use a U-Haul for Amazon, and the reason being because a U-Haul is not dock height. So you have to use a 26-foot box truck because it's dock height where you can dock up to the Amazon, dock. A U-Haul is, is too low and it just has a ramp. And remember, too, for some of you guys that don't know, you can do Amazon relay with a 16-foot box truck. It's called a cube truck. There's not a ton of loads on there, but there is some loads on there. And we have actually done loads that's for a cube truck with a box truck, a 26-foot box truck. So you can do it with that, and you can do it with a tractor. So if some of you guys, like today, guy had a Masterclass, he had a CDLs. You can actually do it, and the guy yesterday had a CDL. So you can actually do Amazon relay with a tractor too, with a CDL. So, and to be honest with you, they have more loads for tractors as well. But then you got to do it with a tractor. You can do it with a box truck. You can do it with a 16-foot box truck. And then you can do it if you own your truck and have a trailer, which is tractor and trailer. Now, you can't do it with a cargo van. You can't do it with a Sprinter van. That is not Amazon Relay. That is Amazon DSP. That's completely different. So the smallest equipment that you can use to do Amazon Relay is a 16-foot box truck. Someone said, after the masterclass, what else and how much is needed to get started? So basically, Mike, let's say you have your LLC, right? However much that costs in your state. Let me tell you how much money is going to need. You're going to need your LLC, however much it costs in your state. You're going to need your authority. If you don't go through it, if you buy my ebook, join my masterclass, you can use my third-party person. She charges $680 to do your authority, and that comes with the MC, BOC, UCR, BOC3, everything that you need to get up and running with Amazon. Because I highly recommend, if you're not familiar with it, don't try to do it, because you can get rejected from Amazon and it can make your insurance go up. So that's $680. So $200, that's $680. Your insurance is based off your driving record in the state that you're in. So I paid $1375. You know, if you got a bad driving record, you got something in your record, instead of them wanting $1375, they might want first and last. So a lot of people get confused with this. They be like, man, the insurance company want $3,000 down. Yeah, they might want $3,000 down. $3,000 down means first and last. Not that your payments is going to be $3,000 a month. First and last, and then you will have 10 payments of $1,500. So you got to understand the down payment. Some they do, some they don't. I didn't have to pay it. So with that being said, mine was $1375, but I do talk to a lot of clients. So let's say you have to pay first and last. So let's just say it's $1,500. So let's just say that's $3,000. Now the next thing you need to do is rent a truck. A truck, that's a $1,000 deposit. So right now you at like 4,000 some change. The masterclass. After you take the masterclass, the next thing that you will need to do is, if you either can find somebody in your area to train with, or you can come to Atlanta and do the 2 or 3 day driver training. You don't have to come to Atlanta, but let's say you stay in Houston, you stay in somewhere else, and you just want to get the training, you know somebody can train you, fine. We just want to make sure that you train for when you leased on to somebody's authority, you know what to do when you get inside of Amazon. Because you walk into Amazon, they only give you 50 minutes to load your truck. And if you've never been in there, it's impossible to get out of there without being trained. So that's pretty much it. That's all the fees. It ain't no other fees. It ain't nothing else to get. I mean, of course you need a pallet jack. Pallet jack, safety vest and stuff like that. So let's just say little miscellaneous stuff. But other than that, there's nothing else major that you need after you take the master class. I hope that answered your question. All right. Someone said, Myla, Felice said, my masterclass highly recommended. Go. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yep. Oh, you was yep. You did the masterclass. I think was it yesterday or today? Lee. Yep. Someone says he teaches you how to find drivers in the class. He gives you the blueprint for the Indeed. Yep. I teach you how to find drivers. I give you the blueprint. I even go over what type of driver you need to find, what you don't need to look for in your driver. I tell you when to scale, how to keep your truck moving 7 days. We cover everything in these master classes. So when you leave out of the master class, and I ain't bragging, but we got the best master class out there for box trucks starting up. We don't recommend you going to buy a truck, even if you have the cash to buy a truck. Like I always say this, and I'm going to keep saying it. If you think of the future, you think about, everybody always say use other people's money to make money. Well, using other people's equipment to make money is the same exact thing. A lot of people's like, oh man, but you never owned a truck. I don't want to own a truck. You know what I'm saying? I operate just like Uber and just like Turo and just like Airbnb. Airbnb, same thing. Turo. Think about Uber. Uber, you purchased your car, you pay your own insurance, you pay your own maintenance, you take care of your own car. You have to pay for everything in your car, right? Now, what Uber does is, say they charge $40 for a trip. They make $10 or $15 of that off the top, just a little bit off the top. But if your car break down, they don't pay for your tires, they don't pay for your maintenance, they don't pay for your alternator. So basically what Uber is doing is using somebody else's equipment to just make a little bit of money on the top. That's exactly what my system is. Just like Uber. It's not my truck. I don't pay for maintenance. If that truck break down, they'll give me another truck in 48 hours. The tire go out, the DEF fuel go out, the alternator, whatever. If it don't start, I call roadside service. They'll come jump the truck from me. So I don't have to deal with maintenance. If you pay attention and look at all of these logistics company, the number one reason why a logistics company go out of business in their first 6 months versus just not being able to find loads is maintenance. Maintenance will take you out of the game quicker than anything. Maintenance is expensive. A box truck is just like a semi to maintain. It's $200-$300 to get it fixed. When a box truck go down, you spending some thousands of dollars, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. I always tell a story about my best friend, and he's not on here, but he made his head hard. My first driver was my best friend. He worked for me from January to September, stacked up his money, went and bought a truck. I said, don't buy a truck. He's like, nah, man, I don't want to deal with the rental. Let's go buy a truck. He bought a truck. The truck did good for a couple months. First time, $2,000. Couple months later, $4,000. Couple months later, motor went $19,000 to get fixed in the truck. Ask me now today, this was when I first started, ask me right now today, do we own a truck? No. Can he afford a truck? Yes. He's using rentals now because now he realized what I was trying to tell him. Like, look, don't go out and buy no truck. It will put you out of business. And he was almost out of business. So guess what he did while his truck was getting fixed? He had to rent a truck to fix a broke truck. That makes no sense. That's hustling backwards. When my money come in my pockets, when I make my money don't leave out my pockets unless I want it to, unless I want it to be spent. So that's the reason why I like the system that I have. We're scaling with box trucks because I don't own a truck. Now, I'm going to be honest. If I purchase a truck, right, let's say I purchased a truck, I had 2 or 3 trucks. I'm not going to want to put my truck that I own in Houston, Texas or Chicago because I own that truck. I got an attachment to it. It's like, it's mine. It belongs to me. So with that being said, I'm going to be a little scared to put a truck in another city or state. However, if I'm renting that truck, with the account I have set up, I can literally call Chicago. I can put an Indeed application in right now online and say, hey, I'm looking for a driver in Chicago. I have the driver call me. We do FaceTime, fill out all this paperwork. Literally, I can have a driver in Chicago in a couple of days. That driver walks into that rental place, pick up the truck, show his ID, sign a piece of paper, and literally I can start booking him loads the same night. That's how I can scale. Guess what? Is he going to destroy that truck? No, it's not my truck. Like, I've never had nobody try to destroy the truck. If he don't want to return the truck, I can call my rental company and say, hey, I need this truck picked up. They'll go literally repossess the truck, cut me another key. That's it. See how simple that is? I could put a truck in Cali. I could put a truck in New York. A lot of people also think that wherever you're at, your trucks have to be at. That's incorrect. Your trucks don't have to be where you're at. So I don't care what nobody tell you about, hey, man, get on the DAT load, boy. You could do this. I can do this partial, do this. You can't partial together more money than consistency with Amazon. I put it this way. I make good money with Amazon. So with that being said, man, scaling with a truck, rentals, you can scale up, scale down whenever you want to. Just like you see every year during the peak season, guess what I do? I'm just like Macy's, man. Macy's or Riches or the store, seasonal, hire seasonal workers. I have workers that know it's coming up. It's time to hit Jabbar up. I know he's looking for drivers. And guess what? I put them to work from October-ish all the way till the first week in January. Peak season's over. Guess what I do? Send them 5-7 trucks back, scale back down to 5 trucks, my normal trucks for the year, and just keep making my $200 a night. And for you guys that don't know, like for Guy today, he was on my Masterclass today. Classic example. Let's just say, I show you how to do your numbers, right? So you can look at the load board, and before you even hit a button, you can know if your load is going to be profitable. I'll show you how to read the load board, how to see where it's going, because a lot of people do not know how to read the load board. Just because you get on with Amazon, don't mean you know how to read the load board. So I can look at the load board in 1 second, like I'm going to make 200, I'm going to make 100, I'm going to make 150. I can look at it just like that and tell you how much I'm going to make on each load. I can teach you that. So with that being said, worst case scenario. I mean, worst case scenario. And the brother, he got it today. Let's just say you made $100 a night with a truck. After all your expenses, let's say your expenses added up to $400 to operate that truck every night, right? You book a load just for $500. So you're making $100 a night. Don't seem like a lot of money. It ain't going to change nobody's life. But guess what? Do that time 5 trucks. Now you got 5 trucks running a night. $500 a night time 30 nights. How much is that? That's a lot of money. That's 15 grand net. That's not gross. Because, everybody used to, oh, you posting what you made gross. But guess what? If you're netting 15,000, I net close to 30,000 or 30,000 a month. But let's just say if you don't, you're not in the same market as me. You're not in the same place as me. But now you only netting $100 a night. $100 a night times 5 trucks. That's what? That's $500 a night. Like I said, you move your trucks like I move mine. That's 15,000. 15,000 times 12, I think is 180,000. Let me check my math. For y'all be like, oh, that's wrong. Let me double check. I'm not a mathematician, but I can make money. So let's just say, all right, so let's do it. $500 a night times 30. Yep, that's 15,000 times 12, I believe. Yep, that's 180,000. So 180,000. Do you know what you have to do to make $180,000 a year net? That's senators, governors, doctors, lawyers. That's top money. That's a lot of money. And like me and the guy was talking about today, that's passively. I don't want to make $180,000 a year, but I got to work 120 hours. I'm a cardiologist, a neurologist. I got to work crazy hours. I make this from my house. When I go to sleep tonight, I wake up, I made $1,000. Nowhere on earth you could do that unless you a celebrity, basketball player, endorsements and stuff like that. But to be a regular person and be able to make that kind of money is crazy. So then think about it, that's just 5 trucks. Nobody's stopping you from getting 5 trucks. I know somebody that got more trucks than me right now. More rental trucks with me doing Amazon. They got like 10 trucks. And that's what they do because they are into it hard. They want to run it up hard. I did 16 years, and he's a little younger than me, but I did 16 years in corporate America. So I'm in the age of my life where I don't want to do a lot of work. I don't want to get up and now I'm managing 12, 15 drivers. Now I do it during peak season because I know that's when I'm going to kill the game. I'm making, like I said, I made a lot of money, 413,000 gross, right? So I'll do it that time, but the rest of the year, I want to chill. I want a vacation. I want to take my daughter to college. I want to go to my son's soccer games. Like, life is short. You got to enjoy life while you can and while you're healthy and you're in your golden years. I watched my mother work until she died. She's 63. She tried to put me through college. And when she passed away, a light bulb went off in my head. I said, and she worked because she could have retired because I was adopted. She could have retired at 63 back then. However, she said, I'm going to put you through college. And guess what? My freshman year, she died. So I made a promise to myself, I'm not going to work until I die. I just don't want to do that. So that's why, some people are like, oh, man, you don't really want to work. Man, guess what? What I can't afford with $30,000 a month, I don't need it. And that's just that. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right. Someone said, let's go back. My bad. Let me see. He teaches you how to find driver's class. He gives you the blueprint and Indeed. Yep. How much are the runs with Amazon paying, and how many runs can you do a day? The runs with Amazon, it just depends on your area. 500, 600. And you can do a short run and a long run. So I've seen people do 2 runs in a night, and I've seen people do 3 runs in a night. It's not likely that you're going to do 3 in a day, but you can also get another driver and rotate that truck so you could do 2 and 3. So, but you could do 2 with 1 driver in a night, which considers like a short run and then a longer run. Someone said, during peak season and Prime Day, do you got a pay scale we can use to pay the drivers? Yes. In my guide, I have a pay scale. So I don't pay them hourly. I have a straight pay scale that I pay my drivers. And we cover that in the Masterclass too, why I don't use the hourly and why I don't use the percentage. Someone said, thanks you for answering in detail. No problem. That's why I said, man, I get on here and I answer questions. How many people made it to the point where I'm at that get on here and do lives and free and answer questions? Not a lot. I get on here and I answer real live questions for you guys. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm not keeping the information myself. You know how much hate and how much backlash I got from just trying to help you guys, just getting on here on live. And, for a minute, I was like, man, maybe they right. But then I think about it, I was like, man, I'm blessed. And I'm blessed, I bless other people. So I don't charge a dime for this. Some people I've got up and running that never bought nothing from me. And that's why I give out free game. That's why I get on internet, give free game. That's why I answer my own DMs. I can't get to them all, but people have a question here and I still answer them because I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. And God's going to bless me for the same thing. I want everybody that want to be a boss should be a boss. I don't like people that gatekeep. I don't like people that you got to pay me for every little thing. But however, if you do want my time and my expertise and my one-on-one, it charged. That's just like if you go up to your favorite designer, celebrity or whatever, and they already made it, They're not going to, I can't go call Jay-Z and say, man, Jay-Z, you'll have lunch with me for an hour and it's on his dime, it's for free. No, I got to pay Jay-Z for his time. So I get that aspect of it, but I still do love to get information. Like one of the guys today, I hope he's on it. I don't know if he's on there now, but he's like, man, you so humble. He said, man, thank you to you and Tip, like, and Tasha. He was like, y'all answer questions and y'all not rude. Y'all not nasty. Y'all humble. And I said, man, yeah, I'm humble because guess what? At the end of the day, I got enough sense to know that I could lose it all tomorrow too. So there's no need not to be humble. Someone said, I did it today. Okay, yep, you was the guy that did it today. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Did my masterclass today. Should you get your authority if you're doing the masterclass? So if you're doing the masterclass, you can get your authority before a class, or you can wait till you get your authority. Or what I've been doing it for the people, like I said, I only got 8 slots left for my group masterclass on September 7th. So what I'm doing for those people, if you book your slot, what I'll do is if you pay half now, it's $4.99. Then the remainder of my class, just shoot me an inbox or shoot me an info at Box Truck Shorty, and I'll send you the ebook early. So if you want to start your LLC, if you don't know how to do an LLC, no problem. I got somebody that can do it for you. If you don't know how to do an authority, I got somebody that can do it for you. If you need gas cards, I got somebody for you. If you need an ELD, got somebody. Factoring, you name it. My ebook and my class, like I said, is not even a course. It's a guide. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. And like the guy today, he made a joke about it. He said, man, you made this for like dummies. I dumb it down, made it so simple that you can't mess up. You can only mess up is you make the wrong turn. Or the only thing I can't guarantee you is the grind. Like if you don't have grind, or you don't have like being able to adapt to little small changes, then I can't help you. But everything is there. It's laid out. I'll leave nothing for you to go figure out. How to get any and everything you need to get up and running. So you don't, to answer Tick 92, you do not have to have your authority to join the masterclass. Someone said, please use the right person to do your authority because my authority wasn't set up the right. First person I used to, and I went to Rhonda and got it done right. Y'all hear that? Listen to what this brother is saying. Big Unc 313. Read his comment if you think I'm lying. He said, please use the right person to do your authority because my authority wasn't set up right. With the first person I used, I went with Rhonda to get it done right. Rhonda is somebody, she works with me. She's one of my business partners that's a part of my masterclass. And that's why I always preach to you guys, be careful of letting just anybody do your authority. You go online and find a company, because if they don't have something right, like just like he said, it won't be done right. It can make your insurance go up. And when you do apply to Amazon Relay, you can get rejected behind it. So just like I always tell people, just pay that extra money. That I pay for things I don't understand. And that I'm glad you said that, bro, because I always preach that. It's so important to get your authority done right. Don't YouTube University into like, oh, I think I did it right. I might have done it right, because now you done spend all this money. Say you did that, right? You did your own authority. You can't apply to Amazon for 6 months. And let's say you don't lease on and do my authority, my lease on thing. But now you're paying insurance for 6 months. And then when 6 months come, you go to apply to Amazon and boom, you get rejected. Like, hey, and when they reject you, they're going to say it that it's final, under review. There's no appealing it or anything like that. You just reject this. You done spent all that money and now you can't even do Amazon because you did your own authority. So it's just not worth it. Someone said, when you book select 2 times available. Okay, she's talking. If you see today, 1 slot, shoot me an email info. Okay. Talking about that. Got it all. Trucking with Tiff. Let's see. Been in the cargo van business for 7 months, but interested in Amarillo. I'm going to hit you up soon, fam. Okay, that's what's up. Speed Stock, that's what's up. That's what's up. Someone said, if you get your authority, can you still work with Amazon? I heard you had to wait the 6 months. So if you get your authority, let me go back and answer this question again, because a lot of new people have coming on. My question and my topic, what I wanted to talk about tonight for you guys that's just, tuning in, is what are you going to do once you get your MC, DOT, your authority up and running? You got your LLC, you got the box truck, you got the insurance. Okay, boom. While I give you an authority, you got an authority. Now, what are you going to do for the first 90 days? Because a lot of people don't tell you on the internet or tell you in person that for the first 90 days, no authority, no brokers is really going to mess with you. I'm not saying none. I would say 95% of them ain't going to give you no work in the first 90 days. So the first 90 days, you're going to be paying $1,500, $1,300 a month, and you're not going to have work. You might get a load here, a $500 load, $600 load. You might be able to move something, but you're not going to make enough money to quit your job, to survive, and pay insurance. doing it that way. So for the first 90 days, you need to find you somebody that you either can lease on to. You need to have a dedicated contract locally, or join my masterclass. That's why I designed the masterclasses, to help people so they don't have to wait the 180 days. When I first started with Amazon Relay, we didn't have to wait 180 days. As soon as your authority was active, you could apply, hit the ground running. But Amazon now has 180 days. And like I tell people, and they started this March of 2023. You keep waiting, they might say a year. So all you people that's kind of like on the fence, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? You better stop being on the fence, because it can change any day. So all the people that had their stuff was grandfathered in, who had already applied, who didn't have 6 months at that time. So with that being said, if you are new to logistics and your authority is new, you got a truck, you got everything, for your first 90 days, it's going to be hard as hell to survive. Just being honest with you, transparent, no BS. And I'm not saying that you can't find loads here and there, but you're not going to have consistent work. Consistent work means you might get a load today, $800. Yeah, I got a load, $800, go to Houston. Now what you going to do? You're going to sit in Houston for 2 or 3 days, and you might not find another load coming back. I don't want to make $800 on Monday. Let's say another 800 or 700 on Wednesday, and I don't have nothing for the next 2 days, and now I make 500 on Friday. That's 875. No, you know what I want? $600 every night for 7 days. That's consistent work. That's Amazon. Amazon is super consistent. So if you don't even join my masterclass, like I said, I'm just giving you free game. Don't think y'all going to get a truck, hit the ground running. Y'all going to be partial it together. I'm going to go, because I hear a lot of people say, hey, man, you could do partials. You got a 90-day authority, an authority less than 90. It ain't going to let you partial nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you don't believe that hype that you think you're going to be able to do this in 90 days with a new authority. Now, like I said, I'm not saying 1 or 2 people can't find you a load, but it's not consistent. I don't chase home runs. I like base hits, consistent work, consistent money. Do you want money coming in a little bit, or do you want money coming every day, like mailbox money? That's what I like, consistent work. So in your first your first 90 days, it's hard as hell to make money. Just being honest with you. Nobody really going to touch you unless you got a good dispatcher. And then even if you got a good dispatcher, you still not going to make nowhere near somebody that's just running Amazon. I'm just Amazon. You can't trump it. You can't beat it. On the DAT load board right now, we pull it up in the masterclass. Man, the loads is paying like $1 something a mile, $1.18, 80 cents. You rarely can see a load that's paying $2 on the DAT load board unless you're piecing together a bunch of loads. Then when you piecing together a bunch of loads, guess what? You still got to have a place to sleep. You still got to pay a dispatcher 10%. You still got to pay a lodging. So let's just say you get that $800 load. You got to pay the dispatcher 10%. Now that's $80 gone. So now you're down to $720. Now you get a hotel. Let's say it's $100. Now you're down to $620. Now with that $620, you got to pay the factoring on the $800, which is 2 to 4%. Now you're down to $600. You exactly back to what I'm making with Amazon, and my drivers are home every night. We're only going 140 to less than 200 miles a night, and then we back home in our bed. Where can you beat that at? With that $800 that you making with the DAT load board, you went 500 miles for that. You get what I'm saying? And that's one way. So with that being said, I hope y'all listen and stop listening to, and don't go buy no truck. Stop listening to people say you can't make money with rental. I've been doing it for 3.5 years. I've helped thousands of people do the same exact thing, even before the masterclass. So stop listening to the people that say go buy a truck and hit the DAT load board. They selling you dreams. That's all I'm going to tell you. So there's a different type of authority to get, one for Amazon and one for another truck. No, it's one authority. So when you get your authority done the correct way, you can do Amazon Relay and you can do the DAT load board. But remember, when you get to the DAT, it's hard. Not impossible, but it's hard to book loads in the first 90 days. Okay? Let's see. So I said, why do you have 5 trucks and not more at all times? Good question. I kind of just answered that, Mike. But the reason being why I only have 5 trucks year round is because I worked in corporate America. I did 16 years in it. A lot older than a lot of people that probably started. And I don't want to do a lot of work. I don't want to do nothing that sounds like work. I watched my mom pass away at 63. With that being said, I like passive money. I don't like work. I literally work less than an hour a day running my whole logistics company. Now, if I get 10 trucks, like during the time when I get 10 trucks during 10 to 12 trucks during the peak season, now I got to have, if I have 10 trucks, I got to have like 14, 15 drivers. It's a lot managing. Now I feel like I'm working. I don't like that feeling of working. I like the vacation, travel, spend money, save money, and spend time with my kids. And that's what it is. So, like I said, I know somebody that personally have more trucks than me up and running, but he's younger than me. So he's in the phase where he's grinding. He don't mind working, managing drivers. I don't want to do that. I want to make my money. And like I stated, after like netting close to $30,000, sometimes over $30,000 a month, there's nothing I can't afford that I want. I have every toy I want. I do what I want to do. So anything else to me is going to sound like work. So like the dude today on the phone on a Masterclass, he said, well, just call us lazy. Because if he make that, he said he chilling too. So that's the reason why. Mike. Now I think it's just one authority you just got to have for 6 months. Yep, that's correct. Do you get a tax write-off for hiring felons or drivers? No, you do not. I don't get a tax write-off for hiring felons. No. And remember, nobody asked this question, but with Amazon Relay, there's no background checks. There's no credit check. You could be a felon. You could be on probation. You could be fresh out of prison. Remember, my second driver was on probation. I had to write a letter to his parole officer. He was on parole, my bad. On parole, I had to write a letter to his parole officer just for him to be able to cross state lines. He started his own business, took off. Proud of the brother. So you could there's no background check. There's no drug test for you guys that smoke weed. I don't suggest you do drugs and drive a truck, but there's no drug testing also for non-CDL trucks. So just don't get in the truck high. Someone said when you get your MC number, it will give you a description of what you can haul, but what number is all you need. And when you get your authority, you can have as many trucks as you want. So that's the great part about it too. Someone said, how did you find your drivers? My first driver was my best friend. My second driver stopped by my job because he saw the trucks parked in the back. That was the guy that was on parole. And then from then on, I started using Indeed, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, how to find my drivers. Someone said, how much can you make in peak season? Good question. Depends on how many trucks you have. I can tell you how much I made last year in peak season. Go back through I always tell people, do research, do homework, Google me. Go back and look. Last year from October, November, December, I had, I think, 10 trucks. Then I went to 12 trucks. I made from October to the 3 months, I made $413,000 gross. Of course, that's with multiple trucks. But let's just say the average load is like $500 to $600 in off-peak season, right? If you know how to use postal truck. Now, during peak season and during prime day, which is coming up in October, those same loads is going to go up from $600. If you go back and go look in July, the loads I was posting $900, $800, sometimes $1,000. Those loads jump up, and we have a little peak season in October. So if you start now, you can catch prime day in October. That's when the loads go high for 2 to 3 weeks. Then after that, in peak season, you can make, I've seen loads up to $1,500. The highest load I've ever seen during peak season was $1,900. The highest load I ever booked was a couple $1,500 loads, and that's literally to go like 150 miles. Peak season, you can clean up. So catch peak season, man. If you're completely new, start it. You can actually catch peak season. Someone said, honestly, he give good game because this game is easy once you in it. That's true. Once you in it, it's easy. Once you learn it, it's easy. It's just like riding a bike. But like I always tell people, I'm an analogy person. People, let's look at something simple as making a Big Mac. If I was to go to McDonald's tonight and somebody said, hey, Jabbar, you got to make a Big Mac. Guess what? I can't make a Big Mac because what happens is I've never done the job. I haven't been trained to do it. But a lot of people want to watch YouTube University and they think, it's just so simple as getting an authority in a truck. It's not that simple. There's so much more behind the scene, that business that we don't talk about. Yeah, you see me posting vacation, you see me posting money, but you still got to learn the business. There's a business aspect behind it. How to be profitable, how to know your expenses, how to keep your expenses down. You call directly to the insurance company, they're going to knock your head off of insurance if you don't go through a broker. That's why you come through referrals. I spoke to somebody, I don't know if they're on here, they wanted $1,500 to do their authority. Somebody wanted $1,500. I was like, oh, did you pay yet? He was like, nah. I said, don't pay. I got somebody to do it for $680. So you pay for what you don't know. That's just life. If you don't know no better, you're going to pay you. And I always tell people, you're either going to pay in the beginning for the information or you're going to pay for the mistake in the end. One way you're going to pay. You're going to hear that again. You're going to pay for the information in the beginning, or you're going to pay for the mistake in the end. When you pay for the mistake can put you out of business. You're going to lose your business. And some people don't recover from that mistake. So, and I ain't saying you even got to use me as a mentor. You ain't got to use me as the person. I give out free game. If you want to use somebody else. Just don't think you're going to get into logistics without having you some kind of mentor. And I'm just being honest with you. Everything I did in my life that I was successful in, I had a mentor. Remember, my mentor started just a couple months before me, but he showed me how not to bump my head and how to save money, how to get it at discounted rate. Because a lot of people complain about, a rental truck is $1,000. I call Penske and they want $1,000. Yeah, if you don't know how to set up the right account, it is $1,000. But if you come through my program, I show you how to get it for $500, $525, $550. You paying for my expertise and my knowledge and my resources. So you pay for what you don't know. All right, let's see. Get a couple more questions and appreciate you for that, fam. Thanks for the love. We appreciate you. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Someone said, that's a fact. He definitely responded to my messages. Right. See, half these people ain't even take my masterclass, and I still respond back to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to people, I ask a little question, like when I'm not doing nothing in the day, somebody asks me a question, man, hey, is this insurance too? I respond back. Now, don't get me wrong. I get 50 to 100 DMs a day. So when I get through them, sometimes I get them, sometimes I get. Don't think it's, he lying, he don't answer DMs. I can't answer them all, but I try to filter through some of the DMs and, when in my spare time, answer questions. Someone said, how do you find authorities? If you don't know somebody, that's a good question. I don't know how to find somebody. But if you join my masterclass, I can definitely pair you with somebody to lease on for the first 180 days. Someone said, I appreciate your knowledge and humbleness. Thank you, Latasha. I mean, not Latasha. I'm jacking up your name. Latrice, thank you. Like I said, I got to be humble, man. I got to be humble. Anybody not being humble, they don't know about God, because he will humble you. I done lost it all. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. Ain't got nothing to do with trucking, but in 2019, man, I lost it all. I was married. Me and my ex-wife, we get along perfectly fine now. Great, good friends. Now, we just didn't mix as a couple. However, went through 2019, lost it all, went through a divorce. The divorce cost me like $50,000. No BS. I was literally homeless, living on my cousin's couch. That's humble. You know what I'm saying? I lived in a nice area, had a nice car at the time, was flipping houses, and got wiped out. Not by her, but by divorce attorneys. Because when two people are not getting along, guess what? They're going to run up that bill like crazy. So because of that, I literally was homeless, was living with my cousin, sleeping on his couch. And that, once again, humbled me. So I know I can have it all, lose it all. Have it all, lose it all. So I'm going to always be humble. And that's why God blessed me. And that's why I bounce back. You know what I'm saying? So what do I have to do to get tags and insurance on my truck? That's a good question, Shannon. I don't know how to do that. You could reach out to my compliance officer, but I'm not familiar with that aspect of it. How do you get a DOT number? To get a DOT number, you would have to go to your state, Google it. But once again, I don't know if you heard what the guy said. That's something that if you don't know how to do it, don't even mess with it. Don't play with it, because if you mess it up, it's going to be hard to get insurance. Or not hard, it's going to be more expensive to get insurance, and you can get rejected from Amazon Relay. So join my masterclass. I got 8 slots left. And I think I got 2 slots left for the VIP one-on-one masterclass that's next week. After that, I cut it off, and then I started back up after the masterclass because it's too close to the masterclass. So if you're trying to get on there, I got the Ultimate Bundle Pack Guide. It comes with all my resources, all my contacts. It's a long class, but it's very well worth it. You see, I had a bunch of people in my DMs that's following me tonight that attest to it. It's a good class. You get the lease on. You don't have to wait the 180 days because you ain't got to worry about the 90 days. We pair you with somebody. Comes with my ebook, comes with leasing on, and it's $9.99. If you already bought my ebook, then it's $7.50. Shoot me an email, info@BoxTruckShorty. With your name, what you bought it under, and specify if you wanted to be broken up into the $7.50 into 2 payments or 1 payment. If you already took the masterclass, you want to take another masterclass refresher, it's $250. Send the name, send what you took it under, and we'll send an invoice for $250. Get you up and running of a refresher course. 2-day, 3-day. I have 30-minute consultation. If you want to speak to me more in depth, you don't want to ask the questions on here because you be like, some people don't like to ask questions. They shy. They don't want to talk in front of the people. I do 30 and 60-minute consultation. 30-minute consultation is $99. The hour is $149. And you speak to me. You don't speak to a VA. I don't pass you off to somebody else that don't know what they talk about. I actually answer your question. Someone said, what I meant is, do you pay the drivers the same during peak season? Yes, I do. But I do give them bonuses during peak season, cook time. I do reward them for that time of the year because they got kids, they got families. They need more money too. But so I do have like bonuses. So can someone operate their business from another country? Yes, you're absolutely right. So I've helped somebody from Trinidad. I helped somebody from Germany. I helped somebody from Canada. And I helped somebody from some part of Africa actually set up their company here in the United States and run their company. Because remember, if you're not driving a truck, you can literally run this company from anywhere. As long as you got Wi-Fi and you can book loads, you can thing. And then also when you leasing on too, a lot of people didn't ask you run your own ship. You book as many loads as you want. You can have multiple trucks. You book if you want to book a load tonight, you book a load. If you don't want to book a load, you don't book a load. So it's just like you running your whole ship. So by the time you get to your 180 days, you should be a complete pro. Just like my man Matthew. You see Matthew in here? Don't forget to hit me up, Matthew. I definitely want to holler at you, man. I'm very proud of you. He's somebody that came through my masterclass, thugged it out, got his 180 days. Now he just applied to Amazon, really. Now he about to do his own thing. So I do want to chop it up with you, Matthew. And maybe even 1 week, man. Maybe next week, jump on a live with me and just let me know how it went, what you think when you get put on. And I'm very, very proud of you, man. I definitely want to chop it up with you. Thank you, Ken. We mostly appreciative of your time and knowledge of this Amazon Relay game. Thank you, Dre Freight. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to get up out of here, man. I usually do an hour. I stayed a little longer because y'all had some real good questions tonight. And I jumped on a little late. I'll be back next week. And we'll answer more questions. So hope to see you guys at the top. I will post this on my wall, and I will post this on YouTube. So if you want to send it to somebody, whatever, tag somebody, send somebody. But remember, Masterclass October. I'm already in a whole nother month. August. I'm still in the wrong month. September 7th. My bad. September 7th. Got 8 slots left. Also, if you can't make that, I do the one-on-one masterclass, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I like to get on here and help you guys. Like I said, man, that's what's up. Hope to see you guys at the top. All right, take care.